Hello, Internet! It has been a while. As those of you who have followed the Smoke Break in the past know, there hasn't been a true Smoke Break video in a while. I've been concentrating on a lot of other things. Mostly work, kids, and short films over at Dim Harbor Films on YouTube. You can check those out. I'll put a link in the description so you can go over there, subscribe, check out our short films. We should be doing another one this weekend. The most recent one prominently features my butt. My hairy, as someone else in the Smoke Break called it, they said it was the stunt double for the monkey on Planet of the Apes. Because that project is taking up so much of my time, I can't promise you a new video every week, but I will try to kick things up a little bit. What am I here to talk about tonight? Well, I decided spontaneously, since I actually had some time to just absolutely do nothing tonight, to talk about the new Cosmos series on Fox. First off, I'm very surprised that Fox is the one that decided to do this, but I know it's because of the influence of Seth MacFarlane, who is pretty much Fox's only thing that they have going for them right now. Don't piss him off. I love this show because it captures the spirit that Carl Sagan gave it back, I don't know if it was the late 70s or early 80s, I believe early 80s, that when he originally did it, with updated science, updated graphics and visuals, and surprisingly, I was very moved by the music in it. When I looked to see who did it, I figured out why. It's because Alan Silvestri does the score for it. Back to the Future, motherfuckers. As a matter of fact, I think that some of the episodes have been so well, all of them have been really well done, but some of them just hit me in that feels spot. Internet speak. And I've literally almost come to tears at some episodes because just the production value. And that's not a good reason to say something is good, that something has a high production value, but just the way that everything is laced together. Not only is the content good, not only is the presentation good, the music is good, and all of it together just kind of creates an emotional, awe-inspiring experience. I do think Neil deGrasse Tyson was the perfect choice for this role. Not only is he charismatic, he's knowledgeable in the field just like Carl Sagan was. And, you know, there were a couple of other choices that I could have thought of. Bill Nye, for example. He would have been awesome. But I don't think, as much as I love Bill Nye, I don't think he would have captured it in quite the way that NDT does. Bill Nye, in his more recent years, has been a little bit more monotone. Neil deGrasse Tyson is still very energetic, has a lot of excitement in him, and he's very passionate. Not saying that Bill Nye isn't, but there's just something about the way Neil deGrasse Tyson speaks that just captures me. And I think it's important because a lot of people these days, and I'm not pointing fingers, but a lot of people, mainly in places where evangelism is abundant, don't really understand the concepts. And I look back in history, recent history, and it seems like even when America was a predominantly Christian or Catholic nation, which it still is, but more so then, you know, we concentrated more so on those specific values, we had a longing for science. We had a longing to do science, to become something greater, and maybe that had something to do with the Cold War mentality. I'm not sure. We wanted to be the first to the moon, so we had to understand astrophysics, so therefore we listened to the scientists. We listened to what scientists had to say. We wanted to be a technological nation, you know, stemming from World War II even. I mean, we wanted to have the biggest bomb. I'm not sure that's the best reason to advance, but in essence, that did help. You know, we brought scientists, the best minds together from all over the world to accomplish that, and that continued, you know, throughout the launch to get to the moon and to dominate space. At least the space around the Earth. So looking back, even the fundamentalist religious people then, as a majority, were heavy-handed in our want to move further in science. We wanted to know these things. Now it's like we're kind of like at a point where, you know, a lot of people don't feel that we really need to do that anymore. So they, you know, kind of reverted back to the Earth is 6,000 years old, evolution isn't real, and therefore everything that science understands, the common person doesn't really understand. Not all common people, but a good amount of them, enough to be worrisome. And I think that the way the show is put together is well enough, it's done well enough, that it can really capture the hearts more so than the minds. And I think, well, I shouldn't say more so, but I should say it effectively captures the heart and the emotion and the awe-inspiring experience to sort of create a controversy in those people's minds. And you can see the reaction everywhere on the internet. And it creates this controversy, and at least it gets them thinking. And I'm positive that some of those people will be like, you know what, there's something to this. Let me investigate further. Even if it doesn't convince them right off the bat, that's the important first step. Let me investigate it further, because it made me question what I think to be true. If we can get more of those people questioning, and not just those people, but just people in general who are not knowledgeable of the subjects. I'm knowledgeable of the subjects, but I'm not an expert in any of the subjects by any stretch of the word expert. But if we can get more people questioning those things and looking into those things, finding out the truths behind science, figuring out that theory doesn't mean that it's just, maybe. No, theory is, this is what it is. This is what happens. This is what we have observed. If we can get people to understand those things, or to at least think about them more so than they are now, I think we'll be better off as a whole. Science and technology are going to be what either saves us or destroys us. And I think with the sort of emotional drive that we can put behind it, the poetic beauty of it, if we can focus on that, it'll be more so of a benefit than a danger to us. So, short, quick, that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And again, check out our short film website, Dim Harbor Films. I'll put the link in the description. And I'll catch you guys next time.